You know, ABFF represents the very core of what has always sustained us as a people, community.
This is such a crucial space
where we can see ourselves
and feel represented.
A film festival that said, you are enough.
This is where I started, where Ryan Coogler started.
The first major festival to have my work online.
Thank you for celebrating our art.
I feel the love.
What's up, Magic Family? It's KG Smooth. We are about to go behind the magic with the CEO and founder of the American Black Film Festival, Mr. Jeff Friday. I know that you love the arts, you love film, you love television and binge watching shows. And so the American Black Film Festival is happening June 14th through the 18th in Miami Beach, Florida. And so I want to bring to the stage, as we go behind the magic, Mr. Jeff Friday.
Hey, brother.
How's it going, my eye?
Oh, man, I'm doing well. Getting ready. We're getting close.
Getting ready. Listen, you know, this is big. I mean, and you've been doing this for almost 30 years. You are the visionary that established the American Black Film Festival, previously known as the Acapulco Black Film Festival in 1997. Wow, 26 years.
This is the 27th. I was 8.
Oh, 27th years. My math is off. My brain is a little fried, bro. I got called for jury duty this week, so I've been dealing with a civil trial like all week. It's been wild. But we here. So tell me about the film festival. Like, what was the motivation for you creating this? What sparked you to start the then known as the Acapulco Black Film Festival?
Yeah, you know, I was always always been into movies and films. Like most of us, we love particularly seeing our own culture. And when I really looked under the hood of Hollywood, all the decisions were made by people who didn't look like us. You know, the 90s, it was a great time for movies. Love Jones and Soul Food and John Singleton and Spike were really doing their thing in the 90s. But the people who were making decisions about the movies didn't look like you or me, brother. So I just really wanted to, and I'm not a film person by trade. I was in an advertising exec. So I went to the Sundance Film Festival in 1997. Sundance does a great job now, but it was very void of our culture back in the 90s. And I got back, I was like, this is dope. We should do something like this. I saw a film called Love Jones. Lorenz Tate, Neil Long. I went to their premiere was at Sundance that year. And we just got inspired. Like, we need to have our own version of this. So the Acapulco Black Film Festival became our own version of that. That was great. We weren't there. Primarily white men were there having a great time. And I said, we could do that too. So that's how it started. 27. This is the 27th year now.
So now with 27 years later, with the festival being dedicated to showcasing emerging creatives and you know, new actors and whatnot, some of today's most accomplished folks. But why is this necessary? Why do you feel that this is necessary?
You know, 27 years ago, people that we know that we love weren't around. There was no space for Issa Rae 27 years ago. And there wasn't a Will Pack and Ryan Coogler. These are all people who are our friends who have come through our, you know, through our platform, but there was no space for it. Hollywood wasn't talking about diversity. You know, since George Floyd's murder, now everybody's got to, you know, everyone's embarrassed about not being diverse enough. But prior to that, they were asking us, you know, KG was like, why do you need a Black film festival? It's like asking somebody, why do you need an HBCU? You know, for those of us that have gone to HBCUs and are very pro-community, we know why we need to see ourselves, right? But don't expect everyone to understand why you need to see yourself. That's the answer. You have to create vehicles and platforms where we celebrate ourselves and validate ourselves. And so it was necessary then, it's necessary now. And although a lot more people are doing well in our business, there are a lot of big stars and a lot of great. Lena Waithe is our ambassador this year. She's killing as well. There are a lot. Kenya Barris, a lot of people doing great, right? But that doesn't mean the rest of the world doesn't need to see themselves in this space. And it's just not enough volume. You can't take the success of Tyler Perry and 20 other people and think things are great for everybody. It's not.
Right.
Things are great for those who it's great for, but the rest of the community still trying to find their way into this industry, right? And I just wanted to create a platform that gives everybody, that gives us a shot to win. That's what it's always been about. Giving us a shot to have a voice, to win, to love on each other. And it's just been going fantastic, man. I didn't think we'd be celebrating 27 years. I can't.
I mean, that's nothing to scoff at. That is nothing to scoff at, Jeff. From the Acapulco Black Film Festival, are there any films that we would be familiar of that were showcased at the Acapulco Black Film Festival?
You know, there was a film, I mentioned Will Packer, right? So there's a film, who's a big time producer now. He had his first film, a film called Toi. I don't know if anyone's seen that.
Toi, I do remember Toi.
It's about a menage a trois, and Kenya Moore was in the movie. You know, she's always been fantastic. And it won the Audience Award that year. And so that's kind of like an old indie classic that came out.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about indie films. Your first film is not the film people know you for. Your first film is like a business card to get you to the door so you can go do ride along. So it's not really about Ryan Coogler's first short was in our festival. It was a short film called Fig. You never heard of it. No. Don't matter, but you heard of Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. So your first film is just your calling card to get you to the big Hollywood stuff. And that's really what we do. We play your first film so everybody can see that you have a talent, and you go get and kind of lead you to a path of like a career path. So that's really what it's about. It's most people's first movies we don't know. Yeah. Spike Lee's first movie, most people probably don't know. His very first one, Joe's Bed-Stuy Barbershop.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
Never even heard of it. Wow. Okay. And that's great that you mentioned Will Packer, just to see the trajectory and how his profile has risen. And now he's, even producing television, from That Girl Lele to the dating reality show Ready to Love, which I was actually on Ready to Love.
Oh, really?
2 seasons. Yeah, the Houston seasons. I did. They brought me back. I was on there 2 times.
How'd you make it?
Yeah. Just seeing Will, just this growth has been amazing. So how does it feel to present an event like with the caliber of the American Black Film Festival for 27 years? Like, what would you say are your keys to success?
It feels great, by the way. I do it with we Black-owned company. Black-owned company. My wife and I run a company, so that's a joy just to be able to show how man and wife can do something real positive and still not kill each other, right? What really drives it is just like integrity, brother. Like people always think that Black-owned stuff is worse. Like Black means less than, right? And our whole mission is to show that Black doesn't mean Black means better. The being Black is for better, right? And so everybody supports us. Like who supports every single person you can name in Hollywood shows up when we ask them to come out to support the event. So really the best, and we got big sponsors and HBO and Cadillac. And so what really feels the most gratifying is that people trust us, kind of trust this vision. Because remember, I started it just because I started it on a humble, like just because I wanted to bring us there was no mission behind why I started it other than I just wanted to do what they were doing at Sundance, right? So to be on this ride and have all the major celebrities and companies, 10,000 people from around the world fly in, that's the best part about it, that people trust us and they follow us and they look forward to it every year. And most people come back from year to year. It's like we usually sell out because people have already registered for the previous year 6 months in advance. So to be able to move the culture forward in a real positive way is really been the best part about it. And nothing but good stuff has come out of it.
Yeah, I want to let the viewing audience know that we are going to give you an opportunity to experience the American Black Film Festival happening June 14th through the 18th in Miami Beach, Florida. So we will give you an all access pass to the film festival. But you got to get there and you got to, house and lodge yourself, get there yourself, get put up yourself. But you will be able to experience the American Black Film Festival June 14th through the 18th. So your business partner is also your wife, Nicole Friday. She's the president and COO. She's also the festival producer. I host the Quiet Storm at night. And so I'm always fascinated by couples who also go in business together. So, how do you make your relationship work with combining business and family? Do you all know when to turn it on, when to turn it off, when you're in business mode or you're in, family mode, or she's in business mode and family mode? Do the two kind of clash? Like, how do y'all balance that?
Yeah, that's a good question. Turning it off is real important. You know, at 8 o'clock, you can't talk about work no more. That's kind of the rule in the house. But I think what makes it work, most people argue about something. Most couples fight about something. And a lot of the couples that I know fight about the husband not understanding the workload of the wife, or the wife not understanding the husband, you know, the challenges throughout the day. So what makes our lives a little easier, sounds weird, is that we both understand how difficult our days are. So you don't have to come home to a person that doesn't get your day. And when you take that off, that really does help. So yes, there's pressures of working with your spouse. You know, certainly we've been married 21 years last week, right? Just had a 21st anniversary.
Oh, wow. Happy anniversary.
Thank you, brother. But I always say, like, being on the same, like, we're on the same side of the field every day. You know, my win is her win is my win. So it's just, we just made it work, man. We're committing to making it work. And that's what we've been doing. And then we also got different brains. I got a kind of a creative, she's got the more operational brain, and I got a more creative, kind of the crazy, wacky, silly idea come out of my head, and she'll tune it back. She'll say that costs too much, you know. So there's always a balance. I do think having a different type of personality is good. That the personalities and the skill sets complement each other really well for us too. So we've been, knock on wood, brother. We've been doing it for a long time. It's been going well. So
yeah, that's what, and much more continued success in the marriage and in the business. So you got narratives, you got documentaries, short films as well, as spotlighting screenings from studios, streamers, networks, and you're going to have a panel that's going to be looking forward that I'm going to be looking forward to hearing more about that. What are you excited for during the upcoming film festival in June?
Well, our opening, I don't know if you heard, our opening night film is a film from Netflix called They Cloned Tyrone, starring John Boyega, Jamie Foxx, Teyana Parrish. So we're wishing our brother Jamie well, hoping he can be with us, because that was the plan.
Yes,
but it's a big movie. It's a big opening night for us. It's going to be thousands of people out there just trying to get in the building, and it's going to be an amazing time. And then we, you know, the whole week just full of premieres and panels, and you know, there's writing workshops. It's just really just something for everybody. And people always ask the question: do you have to be in the film industry to come? Absolutely not. You know, about half the people are in the industry: writers, directors, producers, lawyers. But the other half have nothing to do with film. They're just fans of movies. You know, so it really was created to be a fans festival versus the stuffy industry festival. It is absolutely not that. So great parties. We always end with a white party on Saturday night. It's basically something for everybody to do, man. It's a good time.
Has there been something that was featured at your film festival that a lot of people thought, nah, that was terrible, this was whack, and then it went on to kind of blow up and surprise everybody?
That's an interesting question. Not that, but there was something that happened at ABFF that predicted success for something. We back to Will Packer again for a second. So we did the premiere. Now I'll go back even further. We did the premiere of Baby Boy with John Singleton. Was one of my dear friends that we lost, as you know, a few years ago. Yeah. John Singleton was the first, came to every festival from 1997 until he passed.
Wow.
And the very first attendee of our festival was Halle Berry in 1997. So I'm gonna come to your question. So the first year it was myself and Halle Berry and John, Spike Lee, Lorenz Tate, Neil, that crew that's killed the icon, the legends
that
crew,
dominated the 90s.
That they were with me that first year, you know.
Okay.
But John Singleton came, I think it was 1999, 2001. He said, I got this new movie I want to premiere called Baby Boy. And there's his sister named Taraji. I want you to meet her. She's going to be incredible. I said, really? And John had a vision for who was going to be incredible. Like he did with Damson, with Snowfall. He did the same thing with Taraji and Tyrese. So we premiered Baby Boy. I don't remember what year, whatever, if you can look up what year it came out. And it was
it came out in 2000.
And it was,
I remember interviewing Tyrese on the actual 20th anniversary release date of Baby Boy. And I told him that during our interview, and he was blown away. Like, he didn't even realize. He looked at his people like, why y'all ain't tell me? Like, wow. And so, yeah, that was 2000.
Okay, right around then, right? So that's an example of something that he insisted that the studio premiered with. John's all about Black folks, right? So he insisted that they premiered at our festival. and it wasn't supposed to be as big as it was, but it just really got hot there, and then it just kept getting hot. And it was another example is we did a girls trip. We had the girls trip premiere. World premiere girls trip. I've never heard the laughter was so insane, intense. We had to shut people up because you couldn't hear the movie. And what it did was the momentum from screening girls trip in front of Black people, a lot of Black women from Houston and Detroit and Philly and Jersey, the momentum from screening that film in front of the audience it was intended for led that movie to $100 million by the second weekend. So screening a Black movie in front of Black people is the way you market the movie. But most people don't do that. They'll take it to festivals where people don't look like us. So it really is a smart way to get a movie out, in terms of Black influences and Black culture in general.
I was at Essence Fest the year that they were filming that, and I was some event, and then we thought it had ended, and then they were like, "Oh, wait a minute, we want you all to be a part of something special." And then the cast came out, and then they did the filming, and I was like, "Wow, this is dope." And then to see the movie come out, which was amazing, and it really amplified the Essence Music Festival, because what's that following year, New Orleans was stupid that weekend, all because of that movie. And then then the scamdemic happened and we were all shut down and all of that. And so, but now we're back. I mean, and that what it was. Now that we on the other side of it, we see everybody got lied to. But anyway, tell us about ABFF. I mean, not only are you creating major live events like the American Black Film Festival, but you also recently presented the ABFF honors in LA, which included, you had all the stars there: Kerry Washington, Courtney B. Vance, Charles D. King, Janelle
Monáe. We had the whole crew.
Bayou, directed by Cassie Lemons. And you recently just announced the upcoming Because They're Funny Comedy Festival in October. You are really an entity for celebrating Black culture. Why is that important to you?
Yeah, we're a Black live events company is what we do.
Live events company.
Events.
Okay.
So we're not a film and TV studio. We produce events. So the goal is that every interest that you have, here's our goal for the end of next year. We want our events to align with the interests of our people. All of our events are going to be about elevating us and bringing us together, because we truly believe that Black magic happens when you get Black people in the room together.
Absolutely.
And the conspiracy is to keep us out of the room together. That's how you. That's how you stay in charge. You keep Black people away from each other.
Oh, you're talking to the right one on that. I know all about it, brother.
All right. So
I can go there.
American Black Film Festival, June in Miami. We always have a great comedy night, and we said, why don't we just do a comedy festival? Because the path for comedians is a little different than the path for Ryan Coogler, director. Right. So we're working with the city of DC. So we just announced, as you just said, we're doing the first annual Because They're Funny. That's the name of it. Because They're Funny Comedy Festival. There's no major international comedy festivals for people of color in the United States. There's a couple outside the country and blah, blah, blah. But so we're doing October 6th to the 8th. We're going to have a big comedy competition. We're going to give somebody a big $25,000 prize. There's going to be headline shows. It's in the area called The Wharf. I don't know if you know DC at all, but it's a tourist area called The Wharf, right on the water. It's going to be incredible. Again, it's a consumer festival. It's not about you got to be in the comedy industry. You come to laugh, to have a good time. The mission, bring Black people together. We're doing a food event next year. We're doing a fitness event next year. So what we do is we create these themed events around bringing Black people. We have an award show that you mentioned in LA, and so that's really what our company does. We're a live events company that celebrates Black themed and Black culture.
Man, how is operating that? Because these are huge events, and it takes a lot to produce a live event like that. So you guys are really thinking outside the box, especially with the comedy festival. How is it managing something so heavy that is going to be so colossal?
Yeah, we have a great team, man. It's all about having the right team in place, and we use the model for the film festival 27 years to really expand the rest of it. And then you got to go check. You need corporate sponsorship. You need activation people. We do have we got some job openings too. So y'all go to our website. Anybody wants to be in the event business, you can apply that. But we just have a great team in place. Great team.
Yeah. And has it been a challenge to get sponsors to jump on board throughout the 27 years?
Understatement. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, because typically people, you have to have a vision. In the first years of anybody's vision is usually bumpy. I just call it the bumpy road to success, right? Yeah. In the early years, I had a vision of doing what I saw. Black people needed a film festival. We needed a place to celebrate our culture. I didn't expect the corporate America to support that. I spent my own money. You know, now the answer is no. Today we get companies. If you look at our website, we got amazing companies. You know, we turn down companies because they don't align with what we're trying to do. You know, but no, in the early years, man, the first 10 years, very, very difficult to do that. You know, but now we've established a reputation, and we do a lot. It's a lot easier now, and also diversity. Black radio stations, Black media companies are doing better now. Yeah. You cannot ignore us anymore. You cannot ignore diversity and function in the United States of America in the corporate world. So now corporations have diversity initiatives. They have multicultural marketing budgets. You know, it's a different time. It's a different time. But we're talking 25, 27 years ago. It was very difficult to get companies to support what we were trying to do. But there were companies like HBO. If you ever decide, if you had to have to pick a subscription service and you got $19, you don't know which one to pick, pick the ones who pick you, because HBO was the very first supporter of our festival. Oh, nice. In 1998, they came on. They've been on the ride with us the entire time. So if you ever got $20, you're trying to figure out who you're going to give your $19 to. Yeah. $19 to the companies that really do lean into our culture, and they really leaned in a big way. Wow. And that's so wild to me that, you know, because these powers that be, or these CEOs of these corporations, like, they know that nothing moves without us being involved. Whatever it is that they put out there, if we don't mess with it, because we are the ones that move and shift the culture as to which direction it's going to go, if it's going to be hot or if it's going to be in the freezer. We're the ones that determine that. And so, you know, to be still here in 2023 and to hear that, you know, corporations still don't get it, like they sleep. But here's the thing, though. And I agree, because you and I can do this forever, right? But here's the thing: we move everything, but the responsibility is on us to hold them accountable, because when we see them ignore us, we can shift it by stop supporting it. The problem is we know they're not paying attention to us, and we buy their stuff anyway. And I don't want to get into start poking at brands, but we spend a lot of money on luxury brands that don't spend money on us. Yeah. Think about that. Yeah. We spend a lot of money on stuff. We got bags and shoes and coats and every Italian name, European brand you can come up with. And so I've not seen a luxury brand logo on a Black event. You go to Essence or ABFF and tell me what luxury brand. I'm not going to say that what I'm about to say, but what luxury brands, European brand logos do you see on the banner? On there, right. The answer is zero. None of them. But we rock it and sport that stuff proudly. So that's on us, because if we stop buying it, they'll have a meeting. They'll have a meeting in the boardroom. They'll go, you know what? We need to start supporting Black events because Black people stop supporting us. So you can't complain about a problem that we're fueling. We got to take that L ourselves. Like, we have to support brand. Cadillac is our automotive partner. I won't drive anything else. I don't care. I like other cars. I got a Cadillac myself, bro. I got a CT4 Sport. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah. You know, they've been rolling with us for 12 years now. Everything that we do, Cadillac goes, yeah, we're in. The comedy festival, Cadillac supporting it. Right? I won't drive anything else. Don't matter. You know, it's everything gets you from point A to point B. So we just have to be smart about our money, man. That's my critique about our people. We're not really strategic. I won't say smart, because we are smart. We're not strategic enough about how we spend our money. Yeah. That's it. For sure. That fixes. That makes all problems go away. Yeah, you're right. So tell us, what can one expect for the 27th annual American Black Film Festival that is running June 14th through the 18th in Miami Beach? Somebody like me, first timer, I'm coming down. Okay. What should KG Smooth be looking forward to? You married or you single?
I'm single.
Okay, you got the great voice. You're gonna have a lot of attention. So you're gonna do real well with the with the smoothness. But it's a great time, man. It's Miami Beach ain't hard to convince people to come there, right? So you got that. It's films, it's parties, it's networking events, it's smart people stuff, it's workshops if you want to learn about writing and cinematography and things like that. It's just the best group of Black people you ever wanted to be around. It's 21-year-olds, it's 56-year-olds. It really does deliver, and we're just really proud of it, man. The spirit of it. People don't walk around with their nose up in the air. Like people always say, I met Lisa Ray and she stopped and talked to me, or Lorenz Tate, because that's why they're there. They're not there to look past you. They're there to engage with you. They're there to hear what you think about their show. So I don't know how this happened, brother, but we created this environment where everybody just chill, like everybody's comfortable, and all that baggage and stuff that we wear around it, you know, that we just kind of leave at home. It just happened. I can't take any credit for the vibe, but it really just happened. And no one leaves ABFF not feeling empowered. And you don't have to be in film. You could be a teacher. You come back, feel like you're going to be a better teacher that next Monday when you come back from
Jeff, I ain't going to hold you, bro.
It's
the way that you talk about this, I want to come. Like,
and
it sounds like it is quite the time.
Yeah, it's not too big. It's also not overwhelming, too. It's not 400,000 people converge on. It's not that. It's 7,000 to 10,000, but it just feels like just enough people, man. It's fantastic. Man,
listen. So if you are already feeling the vibes and sold on it, just like I am, Magic Family, head over to myhoustonmagic.com and enter for your chance to win 2 all-access passes to the American Black Film Festival that is happening in Miami, June 14th through the 18th. Just log on to myhoustonmagic with a J.com and click on our events tab and enter for your chance to win these all access passes. How do people get passes if they want to purchase? If they want to attend ABFF, where can they get more information?
Yep, just go to abff.com, our website, abff.com. Registration shuts down on May 8th. So you got about a week and 10 days left before what we call pre-registration before we shut down. It probably will be sold out. So I would recommend you get your pass before you get your hotel room.
Yeah.
just to make sure you can get in there.
And so the last day to register is May 8th. So you better jump on it. Jump on it, man. Jeff, this sounds like it's going to be amazing. Like, now I really want to come down. I'm about to see what I can find on Expedia or Kayak. Like,
get your white ready
to come on down. Yeah. I got 2 white suits.
You got your white drive. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I got the white, and then it's Miami Beach. So, you know, everybody, just like here in Houston, it's hot and folks is half naked anyway. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of that in Miami. And I don't know if I asked you this. Did I ask you what you are looking forward to the most?
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing for me, you know. But I highlight the opening night film. It's a big movie for us to be opening up. It's going to be a big release from Netflix. But yeah, man. Every year for me, it's just been a joy, man. You know, and I remember each one individually, which is the strangest part. I can tell you what happened 17 years ago, man. So
yeah. So did you so you changed the A from the Acapulco to America? Was that because you wanted to expand and go to other markets like how you're doing in Miami? Was the reason?
Yeah, that's a good question. No, Acapulco was the original. The original A was Acapulco, but a lot of people didn't have access. People were resisting coming because it was in Mexico. You know, like we just wanted to make it. And if you think about it, the festival's for independent filmmakers, right? Everybody can't afford to take that trip, you know. So the moving to Miami was really about making it easier for people. Yeah, that's real. It just so happened that we just say we want to keep the A. What can we do? We just let's call it American, right? That was just But no, it was all about making it easier. Could have been Houston, you know, but
maybe next year or in a few years.
Maybe we'll bring something else to Houston. How about that?
Hey, well, make sure you tap in with us, my guy, because we are going to do it right. Radio 1 Houston will definitely do it up. Log on to the website, get more information, abff.com. That's abff.com/Miami. Get all the information on the American Black Film Festival happening June 14th through the 18th in Miami Beach, Florida. Jeff Friday, the CEO and founder of the American Black Film Festival. Brother, I can't thank you enough for your time and your insight. I mean, this is absolutely amazing, bro. This is amazing.
Thank you, man. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I'll meet you at the bar. We got to pick up our conversation.
Yeah. Oh, bro, listen, because I
can feel we got a lot to talk about,
bro. Yeah, I'm one of them ones. I know what it is. I know they lied to us about magic. I know why they don't want us to all come together and get, in that room. They know that power that this neuromelanin that we have does. And but yeah, we can
we'll do that
all night on the spirituality, esoterics, metaphysical stuff. But I'm gonna just leave it right there. Jeff Friday, ladies and gentlemen, one time, Jeff Friday.
Thank you.
American Black Film Festival, man. Thank you so much. And to the viewing audience, I'm KG Smooth. This has been Behind the Magic with Jeff Friday.